The boarding pass had already been scanned when a stern voice echoed through the crowded airport terminal. "Hold on. She's not getting on this flight," the pilot announced firmly, his sharp gaze fixed ahead. His words cut through the steady hum of the bustling travelers, and 10-year-old Lily Foster froze in her tracks. Clutching her small travel bag, she stood motionless as curious glances flickered her way, passengers murmuring but unwilling to step in. Lily wasn't just any child flying alone. She was the daughter of Evan Foster, the CEO of Horizon Airways, a man whose influence was etched into every corner of the aviation industry. But in that moment, her father's reputation meant nothing. Lily didn't feel like the daughter of a powerful figure. All she felt was the weight of humiliation and the sting of being cast aside. Her tidy outfit and the first-class ticket in her hand suddenly felt like flimsy paper shields against the harshness of the world. "Rules are rules," the pilot declared coldly, waving her aside dismissively. "Step away from the gate until this is cleared up." The words hit Lily like a gust of icy wind, but she didn't budge. Her father's voice echoed in her mind. "Always stand your ground, no matter how tough things get." But when the gate agent refused to meet her eyes, she began to feel the first cracks in her resolve. Was she really powerless in this situation? Moments like these test more than patience. They reveal strength. This, however, wasn't just a story of rules and bureaucracy. What followed next would challenge perceptions and show the power of determination in the face of injustice. The world around Lily buzzed with activity. Flight announcements, laughter from nearby families, and the sound of rolling suitcases. But for her, the terminal had grown eerily silent. Taking a deep breath, she approached the gate agent once more, her voice steady despite her racing heart. "Excuse me," she began. "I'm supposed to be on this flight. Could you please check my name again?" The gate agent fumbled with the papers on her desk. "I can't authorize anything without the pilot's approval," she replied, her tone uncertain. Lily's chest tightened, but she refused to give in. "My dad made sure this ticket was confirmed," she insisted, her voice carrying a quiet strength. "I'm not causing any trouble, but this isn't right." The agent's silence spoke volumes, and Lily felt her composure wavering. Then, her father's words echoed again. "When the world pushes you, you stand taller." Determined, she reached in her bag and pulled out her phone, dialing the one number she knew would bring answers. "Dad," she said as the line connected. "The pilot won't let me board. He says I can't fly alone." Her voice trembled slightly, but she pushed on. A pause lingered on the other end before her father's calm voice broke the silence. "Stay put, Lily. I'll handle this." Hanging up, she felt a wave of relief, but it was short-lived. As more passengers boarded, their sidelong glances reminded her she was alone in this battle. But she stood firm, her small figure resolute amidst the chaos. Minutes later, a commanding voice sliced through the noise. "Where is Lily Foster?" Her heart leapt as her father's tall figure emerged from the crowd. His presence filled the space like a gust of wind, his sharp suit immaculate, his expression unyielding. He strode purposefully toward the gate. Spotting her, he gave a reassuring nod before addressing the staff. "Where is Captain Nolan?" he asked coolly. The gate agent's face turned pale. "He's on the aircraft, sir," she managed. Without waiting for further explanation, Evan Foster climbed the short set of stairs leading to the plane, Lily trailing close behind. At the cockpit entrance, the pilot stood, his earlier confidence now shaken. "Captain Nolan," Evan began, his voice measured but cutting. "Do you have any idea whom you've just humiliated?" The pilot blinked, his face reddening. "Sir, I didn't realize." "No," Evan interrupted, his tone razor-sharp. "You didn't bother to realize. You dismissed her without checking her credentials or ticket. That kind of judgment is unacceptable." Captain Nolan stammered a weak response, but Evan silenced him with a piercing look. "Consider this your final flight for Horizon Airways," he concluded. "I won't tolerate negligence at this level." Watching her father stand up for her, Lily felt a mix of pride and a quiet sadness. This wasn't just about a flight. It was about the way people saw her, dismissed her, and made assumptions without pause. As they returned to the terminal, her father knelt down to meet her gaze. His stern demeanor softened as he spoke. "Are you okay, Lily?" he asked gently. She nodded, though her chest felt heavy. "I'm fine, Dad. But why did he treat me like that?" Evan sighed, his expression weary. "Because sometimes people judge before they understand. But their judgment doesn't define you. You define yourself." The words comforted her, but the weight of the moment lingered. Boarding the plane together, Lily took a seat by the window, her father's hand resting protectively on hers. As the aircraft roared to life, she stared out at the runway, her thoughts racing. This wasn't just about what had happened. It was about who she was becoming. As the plane lifted into the sky, she made a silent vow. No one would make her feel small again. No matter what, she'd rise above the noise, stand tall, and fight for what was right. Not just for herself, but for anyone who needed a voice. Lily's journey that day became more than a lesson in resilience. It was the start of a determination that would carry her far beyond the clouds. Lily's experience at the airport wasn't just a moment of humiliation. It was a pivotal turning point in her life. The incident taught her that strength comes not from the titles or reputations that others may attach to us, but from the courage to stand firm when faced with adversity. In those moments of uncertainty, where the world seems to push against us, true resilience is forged, not by avoiding conflict, but by confronting it head-on, with the belief that we have the right to demand fairness. The way Lily handled the situation, by staying calm, insisting on her rights, and seeking the support of her father, was a testament to her inner resolve. But even more importantly, it highlighted the transformative power of parental guidance. Evan Foster's role was more than just that of a father defending his daughter. He was teaching Lily the value of standing up for what's right, even when it's uncomfortable or inconvenient. His lesson was clear: never let others make you feel small, and always act with integrity, even when faced with injustice. As they boarded the plane, the weight of the experience settled in. But so did the understanding that this was only the beginning of a larger journey. Lily wasn't just fighting for a boarding pass that day. She was learning to navigate a world that would sometimes overlook her or judge her based on preconceived notions. The encounter at the airport marked the start of her transformation from a young girl who was vulnerable to the harsh judgments of others into a woman who would rise above those judgments and define herself on her own terms. The way Lily faced the pilot's unreasonable behavior with unwavering determination speaks to the power of self-advocacy. It's a powerful reminder that no matter how big or small the battle, our voice matters, and we have the right to be heard. In the end, Lily's story is not just one of standing up against injustice. It's about the realization that, no matter the challenge, she is in control of her destiny. And with the strength she's shown, she will undoubtedly continue to rise, soaring higher with each step she takes. As the plane ascended into the sky, Lily looked out the window, her resolve stronger than ever. She knew that every challenge would only add to her strength. This journey was just the beginning. Her future was in her hands. Lily's heart swelled with determination as the clouds parted below. She understood now that obstacles were merely opportunities in disguise, opportunities to rise above, to fight for what was right, and to never let anyone define her worth. The sky wasn't the limit. It was just the start of her journey. With newfound confidence, Lily knew her path would be filled with purpose and strength, unshaken.